We're back here in China at the Shanghai International Circuit at the Mahindra Garage with Edo Mortara. Edo, is this a track that you're a big fan of here in China?
I have to be honest. Actually, last year I struggled the year. Potentially, we understood actually what happened there, and I'm actually quite curious to see if we're going to be able actually to compete at the front. We seem to be able to be competing with the best like since the start of the season. So yeah, let's see how it goes for us.
We'll get onto that more in a second. Let's just look back then at Tokyo that weekend. How do you look back on that? Because there was action out on track.
There was quite a lot of action on track. Personally, it's been one of the most frustrating race weekends that I had since the start of the season. Mainly because we were always, let's say, among the top 5, like in both races, but could not really score the points that I think that we should have deserved. In race 1, we had a technical issue that kind of like reset our attack mode, and I could not use my second attack mode. Otherwise, I think that we would have had a chance, let's say, a shot, let's say, at the podium there, like in the wet. And in race 2, I think that we could have done also like a better job, like in the last 10 laps. Obviously, there was a contact towards the end with a penalty that did cost us some points. So not an ideal, let's say, race weekend, but still showing that we were competitive.
Despite that, though, you personally are 7th in the championship. You've had 6 top 10 finishes this season, which isn't a bad place to be at all. Already more points by quite a long way than last season. What's changed for both yourself and the team?
I think that this is something that you could see already last year. We've been improving our race package race after race, and we've been showing that we were more and more competitive weekends after weekend. And this year, we are just proving that we're continuing on that development, let's say, path. We are actually scoring quite a bit of points, and I'm pretty sure actually that for the second part of the season, and it's coming, we can expect even better performances from our team.
We saw Nick get a podium, which was the team's first podium since the start of 2023 a couple of rounds ago. Obviously, you've not had a podium. You've had more top 10 finishes than Nick, but it must feel like another podium must be not too far away for you.
Yeah, trying to fight hard actually to get back on the podium. It's not easy, but I'm actually quite, as I said, like positive and optimistic for the remainder of the season that we can achieve that. Most importantly, we are showing actually that we're more and more competitive, and this is the most important thing. I'm really aiming probably more for next season than this season.
How do you and Nick work together? Because you both come into this team with a lot of experience, both in Formula E and also other championships as well. So for a team that's looking to make progress and to develop and to improve, you're a very strong asset, both of you.
I think we have a very good relationship, both on and off the track. This is actually helping the team, let's say, to develop. Also in terms of the technical feedback, we're kind of like pushing the team in the same direction, which is always helping if you want to have like both cars, let's say, scoring good points. Effectively, if you look at the championship at the moment, we are both actually quite close together, showing that, we can score actually quite a good amount of points like with both cars. And let's see for the next race weekends.
The team are in 3rd in the championship, which is a great position to be in. I think you finished something like 10th last year, so already huge improvements ahead of the likes of Jaguar and Andretti and McLaren. Have you been told by the team what is the target this year? What is success in their mind?
Kind of. At the beginning of the year, we didn't really add any kind of like targets discussions. But obviously, when you start to do well, you then start to have like these discussions coming. For us, what is important is to try to maximize, let's say, the amount of points that you can score like every race weekend, and then we are going to see where we finish like at the end of the season.
Now, we know your team principal, Fred, is a very fun guy. He's always laughing, always smiling, but I imagine there's a more serious side to him. When things don't go your way, what kind of characters he like to be around?
I think that is, first of all, I rate him like very highly in terms of management skills and the way he's actually trying to give, let's say, a development path, to this team. He's the way, he's helping us in all kinds of areas. Like it's been good. Obviously, he's a very competitive guy. So when we do well, he's very happy, and when we don't, you can expect him, to be quite critical. But I think that this is it's fine. It's what you get like usually in this world, and we're all very competitive, and I think rightly so, I believe, and yeah, so he's a good boss.
Good. I like to hear that. Obviously, you'll be looking forward to some success here this weekend. Finally, what kind of race are we expecting here in Shanghai? We've got it live on talkSPORT 2 across the weekend. What can our listeners expect to hear?
It's difficult to predict. It's gonna depend again, I would say, on the weather conditions. I've seen some forecasts that maybe on Sunday we will have rain. If we don't, and it's quite warm, I think that we are gonna have like quite a bit of management to do, like with the batteries in terms of like temperature and also the energy that you can spend. So I'm expecting actually 2 difficult races, quite energy sensitive. So a lot of overtakings, probably a lot of contacts, and we are gonna have to try to have a trouble-free, let's say, race weekend.
And where is your preferred overtaking spot on this track?
Now, I think that on this track you have a few of them. I think that turn 1 is obviously one of them. I guess like turn 6 at the hairpin, the small hairpin.
Yeah.
And also at the beginning of the last chicane, so turn 10. These are the 3 main, I think, overtaking spots that you can have.
Excellent. Well, we're expecting lots of action this weekend. Best of luck, Edo, for both you and Mahindra.
Thanks a lot.